Okay, here is my existing house. So this is the front porch. We came into the dining room space, sorry, the living room space. I know my house. Couch, really small. And I did at one point have a table of this size to sit six, but there's no room. You can't pull out a chair and walk around, and it's a pain in the ass. So too small. Here's a little kitchen that we were in. Little hallway. Here's the stacked washer dryer, small bathroom, master bedroom, tiny closet for the master bedroom, and then my home studio. So that's existing. Proposed would be bumping out the back of the house. So this red line that I've drawn is the existing back of the house now. So I'm bumping it out to create a large dining space that is all windows, and then bumping out the kitchen that's here and extending it all the way over to the current side of the house. So it's essentially doubles the size of the kitchen, and then you can easily flow from the living room space through the kitchen. So I'm imagining like countertop coming around, so there's a bar on this side and a bar on that side. You can easily flow through like that. I would love to entertain and have friends over and have students over. My house just cannot accommodate it right now. So the other thing that I really want is a laundry mudroom and kitty litter room. I do not want to have the kitty litter in a room that I'm not using. I think it's hideous, and I don't think it is like universally welcoming when it's not like spiritually or universally like welcoming or inviting guests to come. When I do have guests, which is very rare, I end up putting the litter box in my studio, which is terrible. I mean, I clean it every day so it doesn't smell. I just don't like it. It should be in its own room. So having a laundry and mudroom. Toby, get away! Toby, move over! So washer and dryer, counter space, litter box could go underneath, and then a door out to this brand new, really large deck, right? Toby, quit it. Then for the living room, I'm knocking out, Toby, hang on. Okay, we need to pretend that we're doing paperwork over here. Oh, look, would you like to make a shit list, Toby? Here, Toby, hey here. I know, you're so funny. You just like to be where the attention is. So for the living room, knocking out that wall, and this is the current purple room. And I don't know, I think I've just created like another tiny space. Like this is so small that once you get a couch in here, there's really not much room to use, and there's not a lot of creativity in how you can arrange furniture here. But I think by doing this, all I've done is create another little unusable space, so maybe all of that could just come out, and then all of this just gets opened up to living space, which would be excellent. I'd have to have some posts, I think, because I believe this is a load-bearing wall. So there's a chimney in here that's no longer in use, but I need to fix that. So then studio gets me just a little bit smaller. I'm extending again, so here's the current end of the house, and I'm bumping out this bedroom, adding a sliding door that goes out onto the big deck, right? So this is made big. I mean, I was hoping my mom would move down here with me, and this would give her ample space to claim her own. There's a workspace, however she would want to design it. She could, and then this would become her bath or the guest bath. So basically keeping the same elements in place, but doing a new vanity and extending it. So I took out this little closet that's here and put in a nice sink with still just a single sink. I think double vanities are just weird. And then you have lots of extra counter space and lots of under counter storage space. So that would be her bath. And then taking up the closet that was for the studio and combining it with the one for this room and making it a bigger closet. Then the studio just gets cut down in size, I think a little bit, and I'm just doing like a built-in like L-shaped workspace. There'd be floor to ceiling bookcase here, floor to ceiling like whiteboard here, like magnetized so I could write all over it. And then adding a second floor, ha ha ha. So adding a set of stairs here that would go up to my area. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I would raise the ceiling height here up to the existing roof line, right? So it'd be this vaulted ceiling, really high, really beautiful. So even though this still isn't a lot of space, it's just me living here, so I don't need a lot of space. I just need it to flow better. But having it tall and light and bright with some skylights would make it, I think, feel a lot bigger, and I think it would be beautiful. All right, so now moving on to the upstairs, if Toby will let me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Move your tail. Move your tail. Move your butt. Okay. So now, what's happening here is this would be the downstairs living room, kitchen, dining room. And again, that's vaulted. But now we've come upstairs. And basically, then this would be my bedroom. And so we have to raise the roof of the house here because there's not enough in the attic space to make it livable. So the roof would have to come up here. I put my bed here, lots of little windows up here, so high windows though, so I don't have to worry about having blinds or anything. And then a little yoga space, meditation space, reading space over here. Goes out onto my own private deck with a hammock. Actually, not a deck, so this is a screened-in porch. This goes out onto like a little deck. I mean, this is really small. And it might end here, it might end here, depending on how all the roof lines come together. That's I'm not clear on that. And then going back inside my master bathroom, I would have a shower and tub next to a huge window that starts at the tub level, so I could sit and have a bath and look out. And I'd have lots of plants here so no one could see me, but no one can see me from back there. Then work in infrared sauna, toilet, and then built-in bookcases, and then a really long vanity, single sink, maybe a little built-in bookcase there just for storage. Linen closet, and it's all like barn doors or pocket doors for space saving. And then a little hallway that comes down to a walk-in closet, which looks big, but some of this would be eaten up by ductwork and utilities, or however else utilities need to get from the first floor up to the second floor. But then over here, there would be just an opening so you could look out to the living space below, which is really cool. And then this would be just like a stained glass, but like modern, not like Tiffany, whatever. That would just allow more light into here, even though we have a lot coming in here. And then when there's a light on in here, it would look, I think, really cool from down here. Although it would just alert, hey, someone's in the bathroom upstairs. But again, it's mainly me, right? It's just me here 99% of the time, so it's really just for me. And then other little details, I would do cork flooring up here, and there would be like skylights over here, as well as over the roof that goes down into the living room, kitchen, and dining room as well. So, and then, I did a little, I'm having trouble figuring out what the exterior would look like. I don't want it to look traditional or conventional. I'd rather it be something cool and funky. So this is looking at it from my neighbors, Jake and Janelle, the greenhouse that was in the first video. But here's the porch, and you come in, and so this is sort of what it looks like now. But now with the extension, this would be the dining room with all the windows. Goes out onto a deck. This is my little private screened-in porch up here, and the open deck on the second floor. And then I thought I would, since my backyard slopes, it would be easy enough to dig down and make more of a basement here. And then I also thought it would be cool to work in a shed, which, like I said, I don't have a garage. I don't have any storage for my outdoor stuff. So just cut away some of the land so we have more room to do like a shed underneath the deck. And then you could add even like a lean-to greenhouse, so I can grow veggies year round or start my veggies earlier. So that's all pretty exciting. And then there'd be an extra patio and everything. So that's the plan. It'd be super expensive, but totally worth it. So I think I did show this to an architect who thought it was very cool. I showed it to a general contractor friend, and he said that looks awesome, and he priced it out, and he thinks it would be between, like $250 and almost $300 to do everything that I want. But that would be totally worth it, because this neighborhood is appreciating so fast that if I turned around and sold my renovated house, I could get all of my money back plus what I bought the house for, and then some, like right away. So that it wouldn't be an issue. So it's a good investment. But because it's so much money, it's going to be several years down the road, and I'm already 50. So it's like, well, how much longer do I have to wait for what I really, really want? So that is that.